Hello everyone, welcome to the Ink Storm. It's Inque here. Okay, so, since the way things lined up, it was a marathon session today for Supreme Commander, I figured I'd do something a little crazy. So, yes, this is an 8-player match, which is as large as it gets, on one of the largest maps in the game, 81 kilometers by 81 kilometers. Which is a map based around 4 different islands, with 2 players on each of them. So, have fun with your immediate scramble for supremacy, followed by serious endgame shenanigans. So today I'll be playing Aeon. From a strict multiplayer perspective, I'm told that Aeon will probably be one of the worst options for this. Aeon's early and mid game are kind of meh. Their early-late game is amazing, and their late game is again kind of meh. So that's a thing, but Aeon have some fun toys to play with, which I'd like to show off. Their navy is on paper awkward, but I really like some of its functionality, and it means that I get to play the one faction I haven't tried yet. So, given the nature of the map and quite how chaotic things were going to be right off the bat, I decided that I was going to do my intro right here instead of in the launch screen. So, here we go. Alright, here we go. And we are going to need to be ready right off the bat. So, immediate land factory. And then we need to get our mass extractors up. Now, there could even be an argument for not even going for engineers. To start pumping out basic attack units and rely upon our ACU in order to get our infrastructure going. And I think I may actually do that. So that means that we need to get our light tanks immediately. I'm just going to put this on a loop. You can see that's giving us a small penalty in our mass, but our energy is flatlined. So, we'll have these little moments to build up a little bit more. We're going to need to focus on getting our power up nice and quick. Okay, so what do we have? That is 1, 2, 3 Cyberns, 2 UEF, and 2 Seraphim. So I'm the only Aeon player. That is a little interesting, but I'm sure we'll find out a way to deal with that. Okay, so I do want to actually mix this up a little bit. So I'm going to drop a land scout into the mix. It's particularly important with the Aeon, because the early Aeon have a really long range, but it's actually longer than their vision. So if you drop some land scouts in there, that gives some additional firepower. And I'll queue up a light, mobile light artillery. Yeah, you can see that this has a pretty decently long-range radar, which will enable us to detect enemies nice and early. So we have a few tanks and we have our scouts, so we're going to push in and start attacking immediately. Okay, so we are up against Seraphim. That is good to know. They have an engineer. Okay, if we're gonna make this work, then we really need to make sure that we are focusing on our military. So we need to move forwards. So this is costing us a little bit in terms of our economy, but I'm hoping that this early rush will give us the advantage we need to be able to kick these guys out. Lovely. Keep moving. Okay, we have a nice lead in our... we're steadily climbing up, so that is something. Our ACU is almost done with its power, so we should go ahead and queue up an air factory. We have some basic artillery as well. So their ACU is running around and doing things. We're going to ignore him. And just try and do as much damage to them as we can. Okay, so that's running into some slight issues. But we've done some damage. Our air factory is almost up, so our next priority is going to be grabbing some point defense. Air factory is actually going to build some engineers, and then I'm going to go straight to Tech 2. In the meantime, we're queuing up some more basic ground units. We have our engineer up. So let's see, there is no hydrocarbon power plant, but we can go start building more mass extractors, so we're going to queue up a guy to go and do that. They do not have this mass extractor. Oh, no, they do. We should hurry up and deal with that then. This guy isn't doing anything, so what do I want you to do? We need to get some mass storage up. Okay, lovely. Okay. Move in. Kill this, which I'm guessing is another engineer. Need to move over here. Okay, kill that mass extractor again. Okay, you're looking pretty good. I'm actually going to bring my ACU in. Okay, they're building their own tanks. And they have their own aircraft. Okay, so we're officially running into some issues. And we just ran out of mass. So I'm actually going to stop the Tech 2 upgrade there. I'm going to set some assists on that. I want to get an anti-air turret up. Okay, lovely. That has been claimed. We don't want to deal with. Oh, we don't want that. So let's keep firing. Keep firing. Okay, you should move up here. We're just going to start stealing all of their mass extractors. Okay, we need to get some mobile anti-air guns in the mix. Okay, our anti-air gun is in fact complete. I'm just going to queue up some guys to assist.
Commander under attack.
Okay. Yeah, you need to start killing.
Commander under attack.
Okay, rebuild that anti-air turret.
Under attack.
Okay, point defense. This is proving to be not as effective as I was hoping, especially since they have a big wolf pack of engineers coming around, which I could do without, to be honest. But I have some hopes that we can recover this, and if not, then you'll never see any of this. Because it won't make for good watching.
Under attack.
Okay, this guy's done, which is good, which means we need to get a radar up. Gonna drop a radar here. Our air factory is doing its thing. A little worried about those guys running around and being a nuisance, so we're going to get some point defense up around here. This thing is almost done, at which point I will start punishing them. Okay, so let's go ahead and reclaim all of this. That'll give us a nice buffer. Okay, I'm not sure where our energy went. Okay, there it goes. But we have our radar up. I'm going to drop another anti-air. Excellent. Looking pretty good. We have our turret up here, so this guy is protected for the now. Air factory is Tech 2. So, we do not have enough energy to run these things. So, you know what we need to do? You need to start working on another land factory. You should take a time out to build some more power generators. Because we're going to need them. And I need you building attack bombers. Like transports. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to run some ghetto gunships. We have a pretty decent sized force here. Okay, I'm just going to tell you to patrol. You guys are a little bit too far forwards, so I'm going to tell you to pull back. Just let our turrets deal with it. Okay, you can see that one of the Seraphim has actually beaten his neighbour, so that is something to be concerned about. Okay, now we need a lot of light assault bots. I'm going to tell you to build more power generators. Okay, we have a nice set of... we actually have all of our transports up already, which is good. So the next priority is we need to get some air superiority. So we're going to start building some interceptors. I'm going to send my other engineer over there to assist that guy. And what have we got over here? Okay, this is done. No, I don't want to upgrade that one. But I'm going to drop an anti-air turret here. And a radar system. So we have a little bit of awareness of what's going on. This guy is not actually doing anything, so we can do something about that. I'm going to drop point defense here. Our ACU is doing a lovely job of getting things upgraded. So, next thing. Do an enhanced sensor system. We've got a basic weapon upgrade here, which is going to cost us a bunch of energy, but I think might be worth it. So yeah, let's set that upgrading. Oh boy. We really don't actually have the energy to maintain that, so sorry. I'm gonna have to pause that. Okay, once some of our construction is done, then that'll start to even out. Okay, we do need to drop some power generators around that, just to reduce the power cost a little bit. One less thing to deal with. Okay, and let's...
Transport is full.
Okay, lovely. So we've got a nice set of point one, Tech 1 point defense. Let's get another one up. Okay, they have a lot of aircraft actually, so we need to get some more. Let's actually start working on some combat fighters. Some more light assault bots, because these can carry 5 and we have 5 of them, so we're going to need 25 light assault bots. Let's go ahead and tell you guys to get into this guy. Oh no, I can hold 6. Okay, so yes, that's the thing. We have 10 interceptors, so let's see if we can clear things out a little bit and get some basic scouting information. Okay, so what do we have? That is hostile interceptors. Okay, so that's... our ghetto gunship plan is not going to work, is the bottom line. We're already losing a bunch, and you can see that there are actually some UEF scouts coming in now as well, which is not ideal. But these combat fighters are going to make a difference. And when they have Navy coming up as well. Okay. Good news is we actually have enough spare resources to get this upgrade back underway. Okay, so yeah. Ghetto gunship plan is not going to work, so I'm going to go ahead and tell these guys to just drop off, and we can use those as extra firepower once our ACU has been upgraded. Okay, yeah, let's just move our transports back. We are actually going to set this guy to start upgrading to Tech 2. This is still building those. Okay. Which isn't going to be super helpful, but every little helps, I guess. ACU has its basic upgrades. I would like to get the personal shield generator, but we don't have the capacity for it right now. So yeah, that's just doing its thing. Let's add the ACU in, and let's move out. We have a decent amount of tanks. We've got a decent amount of everything. Taken out most of their tanks and such. Now, the question is, where is their commander? If I can't find their commander, then I will have to deal with their construction. Okay, 2 islands have been claimed. The other one being the red UEF we spotted earlier. Okay, let's just keep firing. No sign of their ACU, but this is their... oh, hello. There he is. Let's just open fire. Where's my ACU is back there. And yeah, this guy managed to get himself trapped between some power generators, so let's put him out of his misery. And we're going to move our ACU back, because clearly we don't need him. This army's going to go bye-bye. Let's try and pull some of them back, but yeah. No, that was going to happen. Okay, so that is our immediate issues dealt with. So we're going to take the infinite loop off. and we want you to start upgrading to Tech 2. And then you are gonna patrol everywhere, because we have a lot of stuff to reclaim. Okay, so let us move out, and we need to start working on other stuff. So I'm actually going to take these guys off. We're going to start building some Tech 2 engineers. Okay, yeah, we have a UEF and a Cybern who are still duking it out. But I have claimed this island. Now the trick is to get it set up ASAP. So I'm going to drop mass extractors there and there. And because we have a lot of stuff we are upgrading, a lot of stuff that we are reclaiming, I'm going to go ahead and set these guys to upgrade to Tech 2. Let's see, and I think I can actually afford to do these ones as well. You are not doing anything particularly useful, so I'm going to set you building mass storage around that. Okay, lovely. You also are not doing much useful, so you should build mass extractors there and there. Okay, so current setup, we have our first Tech 2 engineers, lovely. Okay, so first things first, I want to get another air factory. We're going to drop that down there. Slight ways to use a Tech 2 engineer, but it'll get us up faster. Then we need to get some Tech 2 power generation going. I'm going to drop that there, because we are also going to want to... Okay, so... Where is the... I'm stupid, there it is. Okay, you're going there. You are building even more power generators along there. Okay, we have finally zeroed out our our economy, but that's kind of whatever. You should patrol along here. I'm actually going to tell my ACU to just move forward so we can start reclaiming all of this directly. I'm not actually sure how much is going to be left, because a nuke does a lot of damage. Okay, so there's some. Okay, lovely. I think we can go ahead and tell them to reclaim here. Good, good. And that sets us up nicely. Our economy is back on track. Okay, we have another guy who's not doing anything, so we're going to set you on a long journey, building all the mass extractors. And you should build this one. What are you? You need to be building more power generators. Sure, let's go ahead and drop that there. And we have a Tech 1 dude over here, who is not doing a great deal. I want you building some anti-air. We have a dude here. You recently finished that power generator, okay. So you need to start upgrading. What I'm going to tell you to do is start working on our navy. And then soon after that we need to start looking at expanding elsewhere. But we are going to go ahead and grab a whole bunch of naval shipyards. It's going to be roughly expensive to run, but it's going to be worth it in the long run. Okay, you're not doing anything of particular use. Can I afford the upgrade to Tech 3? Kinda, sorta, maybe not. It's going to be different once we get our power generators up. But for the moment what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you... oh, hello. So the presence of that guy there tells me that the red UEF is over here. I'm solidly in last place, which I'm not massively surprised by. I did dump my economy a little bit in order to try and leverage an early advantage over this guy. Okay, these are fully upgraded, which is lovely. I am actually going to start the Tech 3 upgrade on these. These will be done soon. TM. Okay, you are not actually doing anything, so that's a thing. Can you get some anti-air going, please? Please. There we go. Okay, we do have some energy loss which we're having to deal with. Hopefully these damn power generators will be done sooner rather than later. As it is, let's get some storage up on this. Okay, and we just zeroed out on energy. I'm actually going to turn off the shield because we don't need it right now. And that makes up for the deficit, lovely. We do have a mass penalty, but we're doing pretty well as it stands, so I'm not too worried about that. Okay, so our ACU is just kind of wandering around and not being super useful. So we've reclaimed most of the detritus of the war. Let's see, can I afford to get him a better engineering suite? Yes, I can. Okay, so let's work on that. Okay, that is an air scout. We should actually get some scouts up and running, so we can get an idea of who is what and where. So let's get some air scouts producing. You are done. This makes me happy. Okay. We should get some flak AA going. Again, we have a Stinger running around being a nuisance. We're just going to have to deal with the existence of Tech 2 aircraft. Okay, so you need to do this little samba. You're going to check things out over here. I have a Tech 2 dude here. I want you to start moving in that direction. You should start moving in this direction as well. And sure, you can come as well. Okay, all of these factories are doing nothing. But I can start working on Tech 3, which is important. How are we doing down here? These are so close to done. And once they are done, we'll be sitting pretty. I do actually want to work on some energy storage. Just get some going up there. Okay, come on. Anytime you're ready. That is pretty close. This is... Okay, apparently I didn't tell that one to upgrade. Which is whatever. That guy can start work as soon as this one is finished. That should give us enough income to happily get things going. Okay. We do actually have a bunch of things which need upgrading here, so I'm actually going to go ahead and just bump all of these up to Tech 2, right here and now. I'm going to queue that one up as well. And then we're going to need some additional stuff. So we're going to drop a sonar system here. I want you to finish that, please. Okay. Okay, that has not been claimed. There is, however, oh, that's interesting. That is a neutral anti-air facility with its own shield generator. And there is a comparable one here. That is actually quite a big deal. Let's see, I need some engineers. There's a Tech 2 engineer, what are you doing? You are building mass extractors. You're building mass extractors there. Okay, fine. You can build these Tech 1 mass extractors. Actually, no, that's dumb. You can build these Tech 2 mass extractors. There we go, that's much better. You can build the mass storage which goes with them. I misclicked that, but I can move it. There we go. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Move. Thank you. Okay, we do need to get some more stuff going. Let's see, what are you doing? You're not doing anything of particular value. We can turn this shield back on. I'm going to drop a shield generator here. You are a Tech 2 dude. I'm going to send you over here. And you are going to start working on subverting all of these defenses. Okay, we have our Tech 2 engineer here. You're going to start working on these mass extractors. Our Tech 1 dude. I want you to build a radar system, which can go here. And then I want you to build some anti-air turrets. What I want you doing, I want you building mass storage. Interesting, you can see that there's actually some wreckage here. Looks like the Seraphim tried to expand here. Okay. Yep, you can even see their aircraft. This was the beginnings of an airbase. Okay, in the meantime, cool. That is all sorted out. We need to get some torpedo launchers. Okay, and that will provide some basic defenses. So what do I want to do? These are all Tech 2. This is going to start building frigates on a loop. I want you building destroyers on a loop. I want you building cruisers on a loop. I want you building frigates on a loop. That is a terrible... Yeah, this is the bad thing about the Aeon Navy. Your basic frigates are the only frigates in the game which do not have anti-aircraft capability. You have a separate ship to do that, which is a terrible, terrible thing. Okay. So we have Tech 2 submersibles. I'm actually going to kick this off to start on Tech 3. So here we go, we have our basic beacon class frigates up. The beacon does have some cool stuff going for it. It is decently long ranged, but that's actually, honestly, that's about it. This guy, Okay, now he is moving. I wasn't sure. Our engineer here is moving along. Yeah, when you zoom out like this, it gives you an idea of just how big this map is. It's kind of crazy. But in the meantime, we have plenty we can be doing. Our ACU is finished. So I'm actually going to tell them to build some more power generators. We are going to do them like that. And these will build nice and quickly because an ACU builds nice and quickly. Okay, this guy is done, so we need to start working on some other Tech 2 mass extractors. I'm going to go ahead and start upgrading both of these. Okay, also say that we've got a lot more energy storage these days thanks to these. I don't normally build a huge number of them because they're not super useful. You don't generally find you're quite as starved for resources with energy as you are with mass. It tends to fluctuate up and down a lot more. But having more storage is always good. And it's not providing a huge boost to the income, but it works. Okay, we have someone who doesn't know what he's doing. Who is that? That is you. Okay, what I want you to be doing is building some defenses. We also need to get some better radar. Where is our radar? I think this might be our only radar, so we definitely need to get that upgraded to Tech 2. And eventually we're going to be wanting to upgrade it to Tech 3. Okay, there is someone sniffing around there, which makes me a little nervous and annoyed. We actually have a Tech 3 land factory now, so we're going to start building Tech 3 engineers. We're going to start upgrading this to Tech 3. Okay, we are taking a bit of a mass downturn, so that is something to be a little worried about, but I think we can handle it. We have a decent number of frigates up. So the primary purpose of the frigate is to act as cannon fodder, essentially. They don't have a huge amount of health, but they have some. They have a reasonable amount of firepower as well. They're there to distract attention away from your more valuable and more powerful assets. Okay, so we have our first power generator up there, lovely. Our air factories are still not doing anything. I was about to do something about that, but then I got lost. Let's see. Yeah, I think I might want to just start building a lot of interceptors. So I'm going to start building those. Actually, no. If I think about it, the combat fighter is costing us about the same in terms of her current output. It does take longer to build, but it's considerably more effective. So I'm actually going to flip over to combat fighter production. And we're going to loop that. Okay, we have our first Tech 3 engineer. Is that our first one? No, it isn't actually. Okay. You can work on all that. Okay, our ACU has finished both of our power generators over here, but now we have mass problems, in short. I'm actually going to tell him to let's see, we're going to take all of that off because this guy can build them way quicker. Okay, and yeah, we hit rock bottom on our mass, which is, it's a problem, but it's going to even out shortly, I hope. This is actually Tech 3 now, which is good. And here we go. We have our first cruiser, the Infinity class, and our first Exodus class destroyer. Now the Exodus is a nice piece of kit. It has a kind of slow firing but extremely powerful gun, which is actually the same one which is used by the Aeon Tech 2 point defense. Then we have our cruiser over here, which is kind of squishy as all cruisers are. It's got about twice the health of a frigate, which is still half the health of a destroyer, but it has a lot of anti-air firepower, and it actually has tactical missiles for bombardment purposes. So this can be a surprisingly nice artillery unit. Okay, our engineer has actually arrived. So what we're going to do is we are going to tell it to go ahead and capture we're actually going to need to reclaim this stuff. Okay, good, and our mass problem is actually sealed up. Okay, so this is a bit of a problem. They have a mob of stingers, which are slowly killing stuff here. We do have a fair amount of Tech 1 point defense. It's not amazing, but it's enough to kill them. And you just dropped your cyclones here. Just like, okay, if you insist. Because I consider it to be amusing, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to try and capture them. And as soon as you take off... Actually, can I just straight up reclaim you? Yes, I can. That's even funnier. Okay. So let's see. I want to get some shield generators, but I also want to get some better AA. Yeah, your mistake. Let's go ahead and get all of that up. Okay, we have a bunch of Tech 3 engineers who are just sort of sitting around doing nothing. I'm going to start a resource farm along here. Which means many things. There we go, no. Yes, okay. Okay, you can do that. I'm going to drop a... Hold on. Hold your bleeding horses. That's gonna go there. Okay, there we go. That's how it lines up. And you're gonna build a mass fabricator here. Okay, and that's gonna provide a decent boost to our income once all of that finishes. It is gonna take a little time though, so... that is a thing. Okay, we do have some more dudes who are doing nothing. Okay, we got our Tech 2 anti-air flak up and running. Okay, I do want you to go and get some mass storage going on these other places. Okay, lovely. Okay, so first things first. Capture the Omnisensor, capture the shield generator, reclaim those, and then reclaim that, and then capture that. This is going to take a little while because this is a reasonably serious outpost, but it will get us a bit of stuff. This combat fighter is just kind of hovering over there and doing nothing useful, so you can come on back. Okay, you are done. I think probably the most useful thing for you to do at this point would actually be to build an air factory. There we go. Wow, why is our energy crashing? I haven't even finished capturing this thing yet. You're not doing anything. You can go ahead and build another Tech 2 power generator, because apparently we need it. Jesus. This is all underway. That is going to finish first, which is a bit of a problem, but I can just turn that off until we are ready. Meanwhile, our navy is looking healthy. We do actually have Tech 3 available to us. So, things we can do. We can build battleships. We can build missile ships, which are long-range artillery vessels. And we can build aircraft carriers. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start building... Actually, I don't think these guys do get tactical missiles. Some cruisers do and some don't. So I'm not entirely sure. I think they might not, but because it's all transferred up here to the torrent. Let's go ahead and start building battleships from that. In the meantime, okay, yeah, things have all kind of slowed down because our energy is crashing, so we're going to turn off all of our shield generators, which will help a little bit. Ooh, someone got taken out. So it's actually a three-way match at this point. This UEF is no more. Okay, that is good to know. This is finished, and we are wildly fluctuating, which I'm not entirely sure what to make of that. Not mass storage. Energy storage, there we go. I'm going to start building some of those. Which isn't going to help a huge amount, but it's going to help a little bit. Yeah, you can see that we've effectively gained 40 energy per second by doing that. And the fluctuation is helping with all of this. Okay, so this mass fabricator is done, which is not super useful because it's draining way too much power. But if we do that, that takes it offline temporarily, and we can work on getting the rest together. Now, first priority is we're going to need some shield generators to cover this, because these are a massive investment. They produce a lot of resources, and they can kind of go boom if they're hit, all of which are bad things. Okay, okay, that is up and running. We are going to actually tell our ACU to get a Tech 3 engineering suite. Wow, our energy crashed again. I'm really looking forward to when these finish, because that is going to take away our energy problems and allow our economy to really skyrocket. In the meantime, oh, you're actually looping Swiftwings. That is a good thing. I didn't even know you were doing that. That's funny. Okay, I'm actually going to turn these shield generators back on, because it really doesn't make much difference. And honestly, I'm going to forget to turn them back on later. Oh, I know why that's crashing. I don't know, it's not actually using that much. Okay, whatever. But here we go, we have our first Tech 3 power generator up. Lovely. Meanwhile, over here we have our Omni sensor array, which a fair amount. It's at least confirming that nobody has taken anything here. We have a pretty decent sized navy put together at this point. Let's just move it out a little bit. We have 27 frigates, 2 destroyers, 3 cruisers. I'm actually going to take this guy off frigate production. We're going to tell it to upgrade to Tech 3. Okay, we have our second Tech 3 power generator. And we're going to need this one as well. In the meantime, that is really awkward. Apparently this is just too rocky an area to actually work, which is annoying, but whatever. Can fit another mass fabricator in there, but that's not super useful because these use more energy than they produce, than these things produce. Hold on, if I switch this around, turn that off, turn that on. Okay, doing that does actually even it out. So I think if I turn that one on, yeah, that actually demonstrates that 3 can run 3. So we're gonna drop that down. But then we're gonna need another farm elsewhere. So we're gonna set that up. You're not doing anything. We can fix that. No, we want you. That's a Tech 3 gunship. Okay. Maybe not. Okay, seriously, is there anywhere we can build this? Okay, you can go there. That's fine. And you can go there. That's also fine. Okay, we have another guy who's not doing anything. Okay, you build that. That's good. You should do that. We don't have... Do we have... Yeah, we do have Tech 3 anti-air. Of course we do. Okay, let's get a couple of those up. One less thing to worry about. This guy is still upgrading. Okay, orders elsewhere. We have this entire area locked down. Excellent. Okay, this is actually a Cybran shield generator, which means it has its own particular quirks. I'm going to get these mass extractors up. Basically, the way Cybrans work is they don't have Tech 2 and Tech 3 power generators per se. They just have the basic ED1, which starts off smaller. When you upgrade it all the way to ED5, it's actually the biggest. So that's kind of weird, kind of cool, kind of interesting. Okay, this battleship is almost done, which is lovely. Lovely, Omen class battleship. Now, you are nearly done. I'm actually going to tell you to just finish building this one. You're a Tech 2 engineer, that is not what I hoped for. But this guy is finished, which is definitely what I hoped for. So, we're going to get some heavy shield generators up. I believe I can cover all of this with just 2 of them, but I'm going to need to reclaim that. Unfortunate Seeker. What is going on? You appear to be done. So, I'm going to tell you to build flag artillery all over the place. You should all upgrade to Tech 3. You should all upgrade to Tech 2. I have so much storage at this point that I can afford to just do that. You are finished with those things. That's cool. Which means you should come over here. And you should build that. You're almost done with that. Which is actually not optimal because it's going to start draining our power like no tomorrow. Yeah, that doesn't actually really help. You know what could help? It's not actually going to help our resources much, but it'll give us a little more to work with. Yeah, we can't upgrade that further. But this is now covering almost everything. Let's go ahead and get it up to ED3. Is this going to be done anytime soon? It doesn't appear like it is. Okay, let's see what we were doing. We were building shield generators. Okay, yeah, and we want to reclaim that. This radar should be upgraded to a Tech 3 one. Okay, no, this is just being counterproductive now. I'm gonna turn all of you off. Come on, anytime you want to actually get me some, you know, power. So close, and yet so far. You were building that, okay. You should go ahead and build that. And then you should build a shield generator here. Okay, right, you're that guy. Lovely. Why do we not have things over there? Why are you not Tech 3? Okay, you're done. So you should build that. I never actually told you to build anything. You should build things. What do I want you to build? I'm gonna say building aircraft carriers, I think. Okay, we're gonna alternate aircraft carriers and missile ships. Okay, so I'm actually surpassing the UEF at this point. Make of that what you will. We have a bunch of air scouts. They should go take a look at what's what. Take you off loop. Okay, you're not doing anything particularly useful, so what do we want you to do? We in fact want you to start building harbingers. Because harbingers are really good. Okay, you can be turned back on. And you can be turned back on. Excellent. Our ACU is done with the thing. All of you should upgrade. Okay, so we've been hanging around for a while. This is all great fun, but now we need to start building real technology. How about an experimental battleship? Oh, you're not actually doing anything. We should fix this. Now, we're sort of heading into the territory where we actually need full-on pure power. So I'm going to start building exactly that. We're going to turn you off, and we're going to turn you off as well. We don't really need you at the moment. Because you can see that building some of the stuff with the ACU actually costs an insane amount because of how quickly it builds it. But this is the one. This is the one which we are going to be playing with, the Tempest. So as soon as we have some more of our power generators up and running, we're going to start making use of it. In the meantime, let's take a quick look at how our fleet's doing. Just got a second Omen class battleship up. Let's just do a quick broad selection. 36 frigates, 2 battleships, 4 destroyers, 5 cruisers. Sounds good to me. In fact, I think we could be building more ships. We're going to build another naval factory right there. Yeah, that's lined up. I wasn't sure for a second. And that doesn't actually fit there because it's too close to shoreline. Okay. So much for everything being nice and lined up. Oh well. You are finished with things. So I want you to start building another power generator. You can hang out up here. And you can go build that. Now the main reason why I am putting so much effort into getting extra power is because I want to start building this thing. I'm going to build some of these first, and I more or less have the resources to do it at this point. So I'm going to tell my ACU to come out to sea and start building this. The Tempest is not cost efficient. In many ways it's kind of awful. But it's fun, so I'm going to go ahead and show you what it looks like. Actually, first I should get a few additional pieces of defense. And we do actually need to start worrying about the potential for strategic missiles, because these don't have a range. Okay, so we know that our Seraphim friend is over here, which means that this is our UEF friend. Heavy artillery installations do not actually have the range to get anywhere close. But the Aeon cheat, because most people have 4 experimentals, the Aeon kind of have a 5th one, which is longer ranged. It's not equivalent to the UEF Mavor, but it's pretty scary. Because it's rapid fire, among other things. It doesn't do a huge amount of damage, but it gets a lot of shots out there. It's not something to be underestimated. But we do need to worry a little bit about nukes at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and build some strategic missile defenses. Just going to overlap them a little bit. And these will intercept any nukes which come our way. Because nukes are bad, and nukes are scary. Okay, we have a guy who's not doing anything. You can build another mass fabricator down there. Okay, so meanwhile, over here, we have some engineers who are basically doing nothing. You should come down here and start working on all of this. Okay, I don't know what all of this is, which makes me a little nervous. These guys should upgrade. We do need to get some support of some kind here, so I'm going to drop an air factory. This shield generator should upgrade to an ED4. Hello. I don't know what you are, so we're going to go find out. We have our first aircraft carrier now, which can build its own aircraft, which are always fun. It builds them considerably faster than the basic factories. Okay, I'm actually a little worried as to why we haven't really seen anything of the AI in a while. Wow, you're not even close to running out of fuel. I'm impressed. Okay. Seriously though, we need some spy planes. Okay, you can see that our strategic missile defense over here, these aren't cheap to run. It's taking up 15 mass and 1500 energy. But you kind of need them, because if you don't, and someone starts nuking you, it's not fun. God, this is misaligned. God damn it. Okay, we're going to upgrade you to Tech 3. Okay, we're just going to keep moving. We have some flak, but we don't actually have any ground defenses, which makes me a little worried. So I'm going to go ahead and drop some Oblivions. I really wish I knew what this was. Okay, you are moving out on your epic journey. Okay, these are aircraft, but I do have a Burstmaster and a pretty strong shield generator, so I'm not super worried. This is a transport. Oh, yeah, you're cute. That ain't gonna happen. Still don't know what that is. Okay, we're gonna get some more flak artillery up, and I'm going to tell that to upgrade. Yeah, this is an ED4 now. Final rank gets us an ED5. Which, as you can see, is expensive to run, and does a lot of stuff. Okay, third battleship. Oh, hello. Oh, and we have our first missile ship as well. Oh, hello. We just ran across a UEF strategic missile submarine. What are you doing out here? Silly UEF. Yeah, it's trying its best, bless its heart, but yeah, it's these things have tactical missiles, which I believe is what it's trying to fire. But I have a lot of tactical missile defense around here, so that's not going so well for it. There we go. Let's put it out of its misery. Torpedoes away. Kill it. Lovely. Alright, so our first target is going to be the UEF over here. Now, how's our economy doing? Our economy is doing great, thank you for asking. Which means I'm actually going to start working on a Paragon. What is a Paragon, I hear you ask? A Paragon is an insanely broken piece of technology. It takes a long time to build. It takes 20 minutes to build, in fact. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to take a bit of a break and come and see how it's doing later. In the meantime, we actually need to turn off a mass fabricator. Okay, so let's build another reactor. And another one. Okay, and we have a bunch of upgrades which we can do to Tech 3. That looks like a kind of severe amount of resources that we're paying, but it's actually really not. I thought I told that to loop, apparently I didn't. Okay, so we're going to just go ahead and move our fleet over there. Yeah, you can see this nice big bubble here of radar, just telling us what's going on. That guy over there, I have no idea what the hell he's doing. Do we have our spy planes? We should do. Here we go, spy planes. Now to find out exactly what is what. And then come back here, and I'm going to point you to Group 0. That is coming along nicely. I do need to get some shields up around this thing, though. Wow, I'm not sure what is causing that to fluctuate so badly. Oh wow, these are all only 2. You should all upgrade to Tech 3. It's way more fun. Okay, seriously though, what the hell is going on with this energy fluctuation? I'm gonna turn another one off. There we go, fluctuation has been dealt with. Okay, yeah, we have some more things being produced there. That is upgrading to Tech 3 slowly. What I want you to do is I want you to build a light. Actually, why bother? We have some transports over here which we never actually used. So you can come hang out over here. You are in position. I am super happy. So first things first, we're going to build an air factory. I want you building mass storage. Lovely. I want you building a radar. And you can build all of that. And you can work on all of these. And you can upgrade to Tech 3. Excellent. Oh, hello. We have some unknown air units. We have... Yep, we've got stuff. I notice I haven't actually been using the aircraft carrier to produce aircraft. Okay, let's just set your rally point over here. And you should come join the party. Excellent. This guy's gonna have a bad time. I don't know what he is, but he's gonna have a bad time. That speed, I'm guessing... Oh no, it's an air scout. Fair enough. What do we have down here? Nothing in particular. No, this is actually all just abandoned. Well, they do have some dead Tech 3 power generators there. That's interesting. Not that we can really do much with that, as it stands, because those are Cybran models, so we can't benefit from the half-built thing. We just have to reclaim them and then build them from scratch. Alright, so yes, just form up the fleet. And our aircraft carrier, I want you to stop. And we can build a number of things from this. We can build air superiority fighters, we can build torpedo bombers, and we can build heavy AA gunships. This is a cute trick which the Cyberns can play with. What I'm going to do is I'm going to build air superiority fighters. And they come out at a fair pace, and they use up a lot of resources to do so. Okay, so yeah, we have our swift winds just steadily murdering this interloping gunship, but it's a little scary. I'm not a fan of him coming out of nowhere. So we need to build a shield generator here and get some SAMs going. Now you're probably wondering what the hell is a Paragon, and why am I building it, and why does it take so long, and oh my god, why does it have only 5,000 health? The Paragon cheats, essentially. The Paragon gives you effectively infinite resources. It's a little clumsy at doing this. So when I say it gives you infinite resources, in practice what this means is... Could you not? I don't care that you're Tech 3. There we go. In practice what this means is that it equates your income. It produces income equal to your current outgoings. Now it's a little buggy, it hasn't always worked in my experience, but once we have that we can start doing some kind of silly things. Now the reason why I wasn't building aircraft from this previously was if you're attempting to build something from a mobile ship, or from a ship, or the Fat Boy, or basically anything which can build units and also move, it can't move at the same time. It's really what it comes down to. Okay, lovely. We have our second torrent up. See that it has a really long range, and we're going to be using that a lot for our bombardment purposes. But we're getting a nice set of superiority aircraft. And we've yet to see any real challenge to our naval power, so that's the thing. Now we have a bunch of engineers who are not really doing much, so what you should do is you should come out here and you should build some experimental battleships. Lovely. By the way, if I'm a little quiet, I do apologize. I will have tried to fix this up in post, but why is some of this visible? I don't know. Okay, whatever. Alright, this is all Cybran. Cybran stuff which was captured, I guess. But yeah, if it still seems a little quiet, then I do apologize. Okie dokie. This is coming along slowly. ETA 16 minutes. I remember that this is with my ACU building it. You were this dude over here, who's been doing nothing for forever. Okay. Who are you? You are this dude who should rebuild those mass storage. Thank you. And then repair this. Who are you? You are this dude. You should come help build this. You are that Tech 2 engineer who is not doing a great deal. You should come and help this, which is then going to build some Tech 3 engineers. Who are you? You are this guy. You're going to build a Tech 3 engineer. Do I have anything which has a... No, I really don't have anything which has a hope of getting that close. Sure, let's build a stealth field generator, just to make things exciting. Basically what this does is... It means that in order to locate stuff, you have to either have an omnisensor, like this. You can see all of the things which it can do. So this little circle is Omni, and this little circle is radar. Well, this bigger circle, I guess. Omni basically penetrates through everything. A stealth field generator means that you either have to have visual or you need Omni, and there aren't that many sources of Omni. So it's a good good counter to any kind of artillery sniping, essentially. Okay, our latest battleship is nearly up. These guys are coming out a lot quicker, which is lovely. And we're building frigates at a kind of insane rate. Yeah, every 22 seconds. I'm honestly not sure we need more frigates at this point. So I'm actually going to stop that queue. And we're going to tell you... I'm not even sure what we want off this thing. Let's double up on destroyers. This guy is up to 12 aircraft at this point. This battleship has just started. And we're still floating resources, so what can we do about that? You can help build this. Who are you? You are this guy. Amusing as this thing is, I would actually need to place it somewhere else to actually get use out of it. So why don't we do that? We have some transports, let's make use of them. Let's just speed these things out. Okay. What I want you to do is build a light transport. You are going to drop a couple of SAMs. Quantum optics facility. Wow, I didn't actually realize that was a thing. That's terrifying and game-breaking. Okay. We also have our Harbinger assault pods running around here. Honestly, I have no idea if I'll ever actually use them, so I'm going to take that off queue. Harbingers are extremely powerful. Like if you go watch any of the videos from the people who actually know what they're talking about with this game, and play a lot of online play, yeah. They rave about how the way you play Aeon is you basically rush to Tech 3, you mob up on Harbingers, and then you win. And everyone else's gameplay is based around can they work out a counter to your Harbingers or not. So yeah, these are pretty good. But they have a long way to go to be able to actually get anywhere, and they are not amphibious, so that's the thing. Yep, strictly land only. Which means I would need some transports to be able to actually get them anywhere. Which, I mean, I could, but... meh. Let's see... And you're actually almost done, so you should come over there. And what we're going to do is we're going to tell you to drop off. And then we're going to build positively the most terrifying artillery battery the world has ever seen. That gunship died horribly. We almost have our last air superiority fighter up. And this is half done. Once we have that done, we'll move that to join the fleet. For the moment, I'm just sort of hanging around until we have all of our air superiority fighters. There we go, lovely. Okay. That is another battleship. Those are some more things. Yeah, we're looking pretty good. Okay, that is enough. That is enough to be going on with, so let us commence moving towards the UEF facility. How's our Paragon doing? It's half done. Lovely. It'd be lovely if they had actually built some kind of counter to me, but I'm not entirely convinced that they have. I guess we will see. Oh, hello. This is a problem. We need to get some anti-air up now. Those are strategic bombers, which I could really do without. I'm not even sure if basic Tech 1 AA is going to be enough, but I desperately... Okay, they're taking out my transports. That is okay, that I can work with. Okay, yep, that went horribly wrong. And that goes away as well. Okay then. Good to know. Let's work on that some more. Let's get some Tech 2 air transports up over here. Apparently we didn't actually build these, which was stupid. Let me just zoom in for a moment. Okay, yeah, it looks like... Oh, no, we've got a couple which need upgrading. We should do that. That is proceeding, that is proceeding. Okay. Let us move in and start working out what is what. For a start, we're going to need to kill that naval factory. Okay, fleet is slowly on the move. Yeah, this rigid formation is kind of being a problem, actually. That's fine, I can work with that. And now we're actually on the move, we are kind of on the move. It just takes a little time for all of this to get turned around and to get some momentum. So what do we have here? We have some torpedo launchers. Yes, we do. So we have our destroyers are nuking things happily, and there we go. I do love the animations for the Aeon Oblivion cannons. Okay, we have torpedo bombers coming in, so no, they do actually have some counters to me. Unfortunately for them, I have a lot of carriers and a lot of cruisers. So let's keep firing at that. That torpedo launcher should be down pretty shortly. Where's our aircraft carrier? Here we go. Okay, we're going to disgorge our air complement, and we can just watch them flying out. Alright, so they do have a lot of anti-air around here, so we're going to have to just blitz them past. but that'll give us a bit of an idea of what they've got and where. That's going to be group 2. I think we're going to have to actually queue this up. So, oh hello. We have an enemy battleship to kill. That would be the enemy ACU, which I could probably just kill by bombarding it. By bombarding it to hell and back at this point, but I'm not going to, because that would spoil the fun. Let's get our missile ships in on the action. Tell them to start moving forwards. Let's get our aircraft carrier forwards as well. And there goes that AA. And now we have a battleship to kill. Okay, yeah, most of our ASFs are down at this point. But we can punish people for trying to take off. Let's go ahead and murder those cyclones. Interestingly enough, that transport was actually blocking fire for a while. Because these things have their own shield generators which they project out. But yeah, here we go. The UEF Summit class battleship. Also, you see all those missiles? Yeah, that's the turret in action. Gatling bots. They have some kind of... Let's just watch these missiles, because I'm trying to work out if they have some kind of tactical missile defense. Nope. Those hit. And that hurt. Let's target the second one. Okay, their naval forces have been taken out, so now we're commencing shore bombardment. In other news, we have our Tempest. So, gonna get our Tech 3 engineers. That guy can stay behind.
Transport is full.
Just fill up on those. And then I want to get our huge mob of Swiftwings over here, because I want to make sure that we actually claim that central island this time. Let's take a look over here. How are we doing? Okay, I mean, we know exactly where their ACU is at this point. So let's end the game. At least for this guy. Lock weapons on the ACU Devon. How's this doing? Claims 4 minutes, I honestly don't know, because adding more constructors onto something can kind of mess with it. You are done. So you should come over here. Yeah, Devon is not looking so hot. In fact, he really isn't. He just died. You'll also note that everyone's death animation is slightly different. Presumably because of different technologies being used in power cores and such. But that is one of our enemies dealt with. We're going to move our fleet down here. Get all of these guys retargeted down here. There we go. Okay, they have a bunch of Tech 1... They had some strategic bombers. Correction. Not anymore. They have Tech 3 engineer and some Tech 3 and some basic mass extractors, but otherwise they don't have a great deal going on. So yes, we're just gonna casually get all of our stuff moving down there, and I'm going to tell you to start moving down there as well. So you can see that the Tempest has its own dockyards. It can build everything Tech 1, Tech 2, it can build Tech 3 engineers. And as is pretty standard, it can build things faster than the a factory can. Okay, I'm guessing that is a Seraphim scout fighter. Or spy plane of some kind, just running by and saying hi. For the moment, we're going to tell you guys to... Actually, we're going to run down here, and we're going to be cheeky. We're going to tell you to drop. We're going to capture this engineer, because I could do without him messing with things. And that's a strategic bomber, because of course it is. I'm going to set you on a patrol path, just so we don't have any more unpleasant surprises like that. Okay. So, first things first, I'm going to tell you to get some anti-air up. I'm going to tell you to get an omni-sensor up. I'm going to tell you to start working on some shield generators. After you've reclaimed all of this, it's in the way, damn it. Okay, and you are in perfect range. Commence construction on the Salvation. This is so close to done. We can actually watch it tick up to finished. Complete. Take a look at that. Now, this means we can do something silly. We're going to build a load of Tech 2 and Tech 3 engineers. We're going to tell them all to come and hang out over here. You're going to assist my ACU. And we're going to start speed building things. For a start, I really want to play with this, because this looks like it could be fun. And we're going to need it. Alright, there we go. Under construction. You should help my ACU. You should help my ACU. You should help my ACU. There we go. So this is going to be up very shortly. And now we can see things. I'm not super sure how this works. Okay, here we go. So, there doesn't appear to be a great deal here. That's interesting. Does this thing have a cooldown or something? Oh no, there we go. They're just all stacked up around here. I do want you to get a shield generator up. You're not actually doing anything, so make yourself useful, get us a land factory, which can then start building some more Tech 3 engineers so we can start speeding this thing out. Now, the main thing with the Paragon, see that this is claiming 20 minerals and 1,000 shield, 1,000 energy production. Like I said, I'm not entirely sure if that's actually doing it or not, but like if we do that, yeah. Like I have a feeling like this is bugged and it doesn't actually produce as much as it should be, but I don't know. You all need to assist my ACU in the production of silly things. What kind of silly things do we want to actually produce? Here's something we've not actually done. I should show you what the Quantum Gateway does. Oh, hello. Okay, this is done. So you should upgrade. And you should start helping to produce this. Lovely. I don't actually know what these do, if anything. But, yeah, we appear to have a Seraphim naval fleet moving into range. And we do actually also have our second Tempest up. Yeah, we have quite a navy. Oh, what actually is this? Oh, no. These are Seraphim battleships. Alright. I'll let the fur fly. This is definitely a fairly sizable Seraphim navy, actually. So we're going to need to be a little careful. I'm going to give you an attack move order down here. Hopefully that should actually get you moving. No? No. Why would it get you moving? That would be convenient. Okay, let's just chain you through all of this, and... yeah, it just takes a while to get a navy this large actually going anywhere. But yeah, interesting thing about the Tempest is the Tempest actually has less health than the Omen. But it has a hell of a gun. Just all the firepower. All of it. Good. I'm actually going to capture these and see what they actually do, because I'm curious. I think they might not actually do anything in practice, but... Saturn Manufacturing Center... no. Yeah, they just exist as scenery. I had a feeling, but... it was a point of interest. It do appear to be worth a reasonable amount of resources, so that's something, I guess. You should come over here and help build this. Yep, there goes their second battleship. Okay, seriously, you guys need to start moving forwards because this is ridiculous. Yeah, I don't know if there's any ways to get a navy to be more coordinated. Like, it's not that big a deal when it comes to an army because units are much smaller, much more agile in general. But when we get to this sort of level, yeah, these guys are just taking a while to actually do anything, which is frustrating. Yeah, they have a lot of battleships. Where are my carriers? Here's an easy way to find out. Locate the center of... there we go. Okay, so what I want you to be doing is... you should actually build some good old-fashioned torpedo bombers. I could get Tech 3 torpedo bombers, but I'd rather have quantity over quality right now. That is Tech 3. That needs to build stuff. Okay. So here we have a quantum gateway. So let's go ahead and start building a support armored command unit. And you should assist that. Because otherwise it's going to take 5 minutes, and who has time for that? Okay, our Tempest is just about in range. Yeah, this is definitely not a battleship. You can tell from the amount of fire that it's shooting out. Just move forward a little bit more. Okay, turret is rotating. There we go. There goes that main gun. Which of course fired too late. But if we move it forwards, then we can get some shots on the next guy. Next shot coming out. Okay, so take a look here. Basic Oblivion cannon shots are doing about 1,000 damage each. And of course the big shot missed. Because of course it did. That is a problem with Oblivion cannons. The projectiles do move a little slowly. Okay, we have a bunch of torpedo bombers up, so let's go ahead and just deploy them. I'm not sure how there's a swift wind in there, but okay, sure. Oh, I'm guessing that it came into land because we have a bunch of stuff orbiting around here and not getting a chance to do much, so that's the thing. These are all of our engineers. Oh, that's a Tech 2 dude who's... okay, cool. So I've got our torpedo bombers just doing their thing. Not doing much of a thing, admittedly, because these are Tech 3 battleships, and fairly scary ones at that, but whatever works. Wow. This Omen has 15 kills, and it's still not ranked up. But our fleet is definitely moving in. We've run out of most of our frigates, in fact, which is a thing. Perhaps not entirely surprising, because we've been running into a lot of heavy fire. This is not an efficient way to conduct a war, folks. Yeah, the Tempest's main gun does about 8,000 damage. So that's the thing. We've got yet more battleships coming through. And they're actually shooting down my torpedo bombers because, obviously they're trying to, because they do have their own anti-air. But I just have too much firepower. Like I have 7 battleships at this point, plus the Tempests, plus whatever else is coming in. There's another battleship. Okay, this is taking a really long time. Yeah, like by itself it takes over an hour. That's not really reasonable by any standard. Okay, here we have our support ACU. So let's take a look at what we can do with that. So this is a thing. Look at how expensive that is. Personal teleporter. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. But we can get some better guns. Sacrificial system. Its mass is added to the structure, which is 8,700 mass, which is a thing. I'm not sure how useful that is actually in practice. We do have the rapid fabricator modification here, which we should go ahead and do. And we're just going to tell all of you to go ahead and assist this thing. Yeah, that's still just producing a fairly mediocre amount of resources, so I'm going to go and do some research. Like, I know what it's supposed to do, it's not really doing it. Make of that what you will. Although, to be fair, no matter how many people I drop onto helping this guy... Okay, no, it is actually going down. It's currently taking 1 minute 30 to build a quantum reactor. Takes him 1 minute. It takes him 1 minute now as well. Okay. Out of interest. Personal teleporter is actually a little cheaper for this guy. 45,000 energy per second. Yeah, about that. I don't think that's going to work out too well. Okay, but if we go ahead and get some more Tech 2 air transports, just so I can shuttle these guys over, then we can look at trying to finish this off. Is there any way I can actually speed up the game? I forget. Because basically I'm just hanging around because I want to show off this thing. But that's not terribly interesting, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to pause my recording here, and I'm just going to let this run, and I will start it up again when we are ready to go. So, I actually discovered what the Paragon does. 21,000. It only actually kicks in once you're actually draining, which actually makes perfect sense, but for a while there... Well, I mean, you see how far the clock has jumped, considering how big and scary this thing was. But in the meantime... Shots fired. Does a heavy artillery installation even reach? Not really. That's Kind of funny and kind of sad. But there is one last thing to show off. Anytime you're ready. Okay. Let's try this. Okay, no? No? Okay. Apparently it's being finicky. Okay, if you move away... Oh, I get it. We've hit... Oh, you hit limit. Fair enough. There is a way to get things to self-destruct, but I don't actually remember what it is. Nope. Okay, in that case we're just going to tell you to start shooting each other, so... No? I could have sworn there was a way to force this. Okay, I guess not. In that case... I guess we're going to start reclaiming things. They literally just need space for one thing. In the meantime, have the shots started falling? Yes. Yes, they have. This thing is terrifying. Like, each individual shot might not do a lot of damage, but this kind of cluster effect is murder on shields. It has insane range. And... yeah, I mean, this was not a particularly well-defended base in the first place, but... that's not going so well for them. But... we have some nukes to build. So let's hurry up with that. Yeah, their ACU is yet to take any serious damage, but... don't know how long that'll last. And because we have our lovely I can see you power... oh, yep, you can see that our energy rate is spiking a little. There, you see? It goes up when there is demand for it. Like, this thing, part of that is because of this thing. It costs 7,500 energy every time it fires. In other news, we have our nuclear missile launcher ready for action. And it's producing. Slowly, but it's producing. Oh. Well, that was anticlimactic. I was hoping to show a nuclear explosion, but it's basically just an ACU going off, you get to pick where it goes. But yeah, that is the last enemy down. And that is in fact the end of this match. 1 hour 40 minutes to complete one of the largest maps in the game. So that is the Aeon. A rather wonky look at them, I will admit. I didn't show off some of their other fun units. And dare I say it, I've actually hit the point where normal AI is not challenging enough, so we might actually be kicking up the difficulty setting next time. As far as next time goes, we do have more Sacrifice of Angels coming up as per the regular schedule. There will be... I'm not planning to do Sacrifice of Angels twice a week indefinitely. That is a placeholder thing. There may be something new coming up with that, but I will say no more just in case it doesn't happen. If it doesn't, then I will find something else to placate you with. No, don't worry. Supreme Commander will continue in some form or another. I will probably go back to a Sins of a Solar Empire marathon next week, because I know that's what you all love. It's what gets the most views, and it's probably what drew most of you to my channel. Yeah, that is about the shape of things for the immediate future. So I hope you enjoyed this. It may have been a little tedious and slow at times, but I promise that things will get more exciting in the future. I just wanted to kind of show you the limits of Supreme Commander. If you weren't familiar with the game, this is how big it can get. So yeah. Until next time, folks. Stay safe.